Because they'll start two 16-year-olds like week after week. That's the only reason they can afford
Jude
to be.
Bellingham play for them?
Yeah, he's not bad.
Oh my god,
he's just not bad.
Oh my god,
we should have paid $50 million.
Oh.
He's not bad.
Oh shit.
Yeah, worth every. You know, it's like I get why Birmingham retired the number now.
Yeah, but still, for a fucking 16-year-old leaving your club, oh, it's still so crazy to me. Maybe at the end of his career and he had like a world-class career then, but right now,
Dortmund doesn't miss. And when I say that, what I mean is you get English players going to the Bundesliga, like Rice Nelson, right same with Smith Rowe, and they're older, and they still made it, and they come from a better academy than Birmingham.
Yeah.
So Jude, he's going to be a generational midfielder. Like he's 6'4", he's technical, he's quick. Yeah, he's gonna be around. Dortmund does not miss at all, and so as soon as Dortmund went in, and we should know Dortmund doesn't miss because they literally never have.
Yeah, what I don't understand is why don't like I would want United to do this is you go to Dortmund, you find all their scouts and say, hey, we'll pay you this much money.
Like they don't miss, dude.
No, yeah, we'll pay you this much money, and it's going to be way more than what you're getting at Dortmund, and you're just going to do what you're doing there. You're going to do it here. I don't know why United don't do that, or at least if someone's like. I can't remember who it was. Oh, so Liverpool, their assistant manager, left Klopp after the Champions League, or maybe it was right before the Champions League, because they had like a falling out, and he left because he was like, the two of them were like, this is ruining our friendship, being like basically boss and client, or boss and whatever. What I don't understand is why didn't another team, a top team, see how good Klopp was doing with his recruitment? Get that guy and be like, hey, come here, and you tell us what you did there. I don't understand why teams don't do that more. Because it happens in the NFL all the time. Same in the NBA. Same in college football. They take, like, Nick Saban is the fucking prime example of this. He read the rule book, and you can only have one offensive coordinator and one defensive coordinator, right? So then what he did was, he went to these head coaches who were good head coaches that got fired from the school that they were at because of whatever reasons. He brought them in as analysts, and he would have them be another, basically, he'd have two offensive coordinators then. So, like...
a back room and an on the field, yeah.
Yeah, and he's done that with so many coaches now, and he has... his team of analysts is just as many players on the team. So he basically has a coach for every player, which, I mean, maybe you can't do that in... well, United are doing that right now. They have Fletcher, they have... Mickey.
They've got at least two for each
yeah.
section of divisions. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I don't understand why soccer is so like, oh, we're not going to touch that because we don't want to cross that boundary. But it's like, if you want to be the best, you're going to do it. Like Real Madrid.
Well, the thing is, like, Dortmund don't just have like.
No, it's their entire scouting system.
Yeah,
like,
I understand that, but there's. Those people in that scouting system aren't the only people in the world who can scout as well as them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So I'm saying we don't have to cop Dortmund's, but the thing is, when was the last time Birmingham City had a really good center midfielder come through that they retired their number? Never.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
So I mean, you don't need a scout to.
United were in for him at the same time as Dortmund, though. So, like, they both knew about him at the same time. United were in for him. The only difference was United were like, we'll give you $30 million, but it's going to be over a certain amount of time. Where Dortmund like, we're giving you $30 million right now. And Birmingham needed the money, so they're like, yeah, we'll take that. Which, okay, maybe that's poor on United's part, but I think since Solskjaer's come in, the scouting for younger players has been way better.
It's been phenomenal. It's been phenomenal.
Like, Amad Diallo coming in, everyone's saying he's going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Then you brought in Facundo Palestri. They were looking at that Moises Caicedo guy. I think he signed for Brighton, right?
Yeah, he went to Brighton.
I don't know. I haven't actually looked to see if he played. But so clearly they are doing better with looking at youth players to bring up through the ranks. I mean, Hannibal Mejbri, I think he was there before Ali, but then they brought in...
he was the first one.
Yeah, then they brought in... his first name's Zidane, but I can't remember where he's from. And then they have Pugmal, who came from Barcelona. And then, you know that Xabi Simons kid that I was telling you about on career mode? That if you do career mode on FIFA, you should get him. They're looking to get him because his contract ends with PSG this summer. So they're like, you come here.
French
and now,
kid.
yeah. and he's basically Hannibal Mejbri except shorter. He has the same hair, same everything.
So we're buying Angel Gomez.
I think he's more like physique wise, he's better than Angel Gomez. Like he could I can't really explain.
Like, you can play with his body better.
Yeah, like Angel, if he tries to hold someone off, they're just gonna push him off.
Yeah, he's all
right?
tactical. Yeah, or
so,
technical rather.
So I haven't even looked to see how well he's doing this year, but
well, obviously not that well if we haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, he had one good game in his first game, and then that was
it. There's another thing though, is that there's the possibility that if we did bring Jude in, how long would he be in the U23s as opposed to how quick he got into Dortmund?
Yeah.
Also, if we did bring him straight into the squad, would he flop? Because
that's why
if you're going to a big team in your own country and you didn't come up through the academy,
you got some shit ton of pressure on you because you're still at home.
All of the pressure, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So when you're Sancho and you go to a country where you don't even speak their language, you can do what the hell you want to, and he has done.
Yep.
So I don't think we missed anything by not getting Bellingham because that could have gone two of awful ways.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think it's a very slim chance that we could have pulled him walking into the first team playing regular. If we're not even playing Van de Beek.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. If you're not playing Van de Beek, you're not going to be playing Jude Bellingham.
Right. But see, like with Dortmund, though, they rotate every fucking one. Like everybody plays at Dortmund. I understand the inconsistencies like come into play, but if you look at the year that they got Pulisic and how bad Dortmund was doing that year, and then they brought in Dembele and everything was integrating in the next year, they had a really good team. That's why Pulisic got bought. Is because that one development year, which like you could argue we're in, and then like the year after that, but even then he was still whichever I think it was Tuchel at the time, he was still rotating everybody flawlessly, and he's doing that at Chelsea right now. Like Rudiger's playing, he was like, "Oh, you haven't played in 6 months? Come on, play." Like the rotation matters, and Tuchel knows that. Ollie doesn't seem to know that, or maybe Ollie's scared that if he does rotate, then he loses the ground that he's covered. But the thing is, if you try and keep that ground you've covered with the same players who have covered that ground, they're going to be wore out, and you can't win a league that way. You have to rotate.
I agree. Unless you give them inhalers and caffeine before games, like some other two teams. But I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, I mean, I agree. Rotation is key, but I think I would wait till the end of the season to see if Ollie was doing that plan where he's trying to keep the same starting 11 to set a base, at least in the league. Because right now we're in the league, we're sitting.
We know who the starting 11 is.
Yeah, and we're sitting kind of pretty in the league right now. So now he can kind of chop and change it to where if we do slip up in the league, like obviously we can't slip up too much because then we'll be out of top 4.
Dude, with Liverpool out of the picture and Chelsea acclimatizing. City's already won, and like Pep's joked at it, kind of like in press conferences, but he knows.
Yeah,
that team's unstoppable right now,
which is so weird because at the beginning of the season they were doing terrible. Like again, I guess it's Ruben Diaz just getting him in, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that.
It's also
it goes.
Like Stones wouldn't be playing as well
if it wasn't for Ruben Diaz.
Well, that. But I don't think Laporte would be doing as well as Stones is playing next to Ruben Diaz. And I don't think he was because they did have that earlier in the year. But Laporte's an A defender, so like he's not going to... Yeah.
All right. We'll see.